Say it's waiting to be right now.
All right, everybody.
It's down
Hello. We are Dwight and Lachelle Franklin from the Williams Franklin Foundation, and we are excited to have you here with us celebrating our 21 awardees of the Williams Franklin Foundation Scholarship.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And so, again, on behalf of the Williams Franklin Foundation, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to our 2020 virtual awards ceremony. This ceremony is something that we do annually to support, uplift, and celebrate all of our new awardees for the year. But clearly, because of the pandemic, we weren't able to meet in person with all of our awardees. So instead, we decided to still have this program because it's very important that they all feel well supported and loved by us, but to do it virtually. So again, thank you for tuning in. So before we get started, I should introduce myself. My name is Lachelle Williams Franklin, and I'm a co-founder and executive director. And I'm here with
her husband. My name is Dwight Franklin, and I am also a co-founder, and I'm the chair of the board of directors.
So just to kind of get us started, we want to kind of walk you through and give you an overview of what's going to happen over the next hour. So we'll begin with a brief history about the foundation. Then it'll be followed up by an introduction of the board. You'll hear from a couple of the board members and their testimonies, as well as some of our corporate sponsors. And then we'll move on to the best part that we're all here for, and that is the unveiling of our 21 scholarship recipients, who we fondly refer to as our WFF scholars. So to get started, the Williams Franklin Foundation, we were established in 2014 as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It was started by Dwight and I, co-founders, just the two of us. But shortly thereafter, we've grown into a much bigger organization. But before I get into that, I just want to give you a little background on the passion that really fuels this organization. And that really thrives from my personal story and journey at Howard University. Like many students who enter the gates at Howard University, or whatever your given HBCU is, you come in with great excitement, joy, determination, and dedication. But in my case, what I didn't realize, and I soon did come to realize, was that I didn't have the funds to really fuel my education, which caused an extreme hardship on me. But I persevered through by attending classes for many years, even though I wasn't registered, believe it or not, right?
That's right.
So believe it or not, I started at Howard. I was enrolled initially, but soon after, because I didn't have the funds to carry me through, I was no longer registered. But because of my determination and my drive that education was the key for me, I continued to stay in school, stay on campus, attend classes, participate in many of the campus activities, just like any other student, in addition to even participating in internships. As a political science major, being able to intern on Capitol Hill was probably one of the highlights of my college career. So around the time when I hit around the fourth year of being at Howard University, I noticed that a lot of my friends around me were beginning to talk about graduation, were graduating, applying to grad school, and even applying for jobs in their given career paths. And none of those options were available to me. So I reached a crossroad where I really had to decide, well, what am I going to do? And I really only had two choices. One was to drop out. Well, for those who know anything about me, especially my husband, know that giving up and dropping out was just not an option for me, because I knew in my heart that having an education and moving on to pursue my goals and my dreams of becoming an attorney was mine to have. But I did need help to get there. And so around that time where I reached the crossroads, I decided that instead of dropping out, I would just begin to reach out to everyone I knew, all of my former employers, and tell them my story. Now, back then, telling my story was writing letters. We didn't have email back then. But that was the only choice I had left. And so I began writing letters to everyone, telling them my story. And after sending out those letters, weeks passed and I didn't hear from anybody. So then things began to feel really bleak again. But to my great fortune, I did receive a call from someone who I had done an internship with on Capitol Hill. He is the now late Congressman Louis Stokes of Cleveland, Ohio, who called me into his office. And he had me tell my story all over again. And I again told him how I came to Howard. It was my first choice, my only choice of where I wanted to go, but that I didn't have the funds to support my education. And he gave me one option, and it was the best option of my life up until that point. And that was if I agreed to finish my degree, even if it meant going back and starting all over again, that he would ensure that my tuition was taken care of so that I could graduate from Howard University. Well, of course, this was like more than I could ever expect. Everything that I ever wanted, but something I wasn't sure that I would ever get. And he blessed me tremendously with that gift where I was able to go back and actually get all but two of my classes retroactively. I was able to retroactively enroll in those classes, get my grades, and ultimately I got the last two. And I was able to walk across that stage with my degree.
Perseverance.
Thank you. And that is the passion that to this day still drives me and drives this organization to do for others in a way that was done for me. Because the reality is there was no way I could really pay back the great gift that was given to me, but I could pay it forward. You've heard my story, you see my face, but I want you to know that I represent one of many other faces that you may see or you may not see. Many other names that you may not hear of, like Kelsey, Derek, Layton, Zuri, Janai, Lakaya, Indigo, and so many others that you will hear about later who were in a similar situation as me, and sometimes even worse. But because of that perseverance and true grit and having a community, what we call affectionately a village around them, is what will help all of us succeed, which is what we all really want. So once we started the foundation, which came about really organically, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because initially we just started giving back. Every time there was a student in need, we would do our best to give back. But then the need outgrew our wallet. So then we said, okay, let's start reaching out to our network. We did that. Family members, we did that. And we were like, okay, everybody, we have another student. And then we have another student and another student.
It became too much.
And it became bigger than all of our wallets combined. But guess what? I didn't give up because that's not in my nature. So I said, we have to keep pushing forward until we get to a place where we can ensure that all of our HBCU students are able to not just get through college, but hopefully graduate with little to no debt upon graduation day. So at that point, we decided we had to start the foundation so that we can have a platform where we could not only provide financial scholarships to students, but we could also provide mentoring, professional development, webinars, and so much more. So since 2014, we've been able to grow to the point that we've been able to build meaningful relationships with other nonprofit organizations that share our vision. We've also been able to develop a board as well as an advisory board. So at this time, I like to introduce our luxurious board of directors to you, because without them, none of this would be possible. And as we already mentioned, Dwight is the chair of the board, but I also like to recognize some of the other members or all of the other members of our board, beginning with board member J.R. Clark, Lakeisha Grant Shepard, Kinsey Phillips, Dr. Keisha Mack, Kimberly Loader Albritton, Charlotte Reed, Gina Young, Eden Brown Gaines, and Thomas Dawson. Without this group, we wouldn't be here. They've been a tremendous help with their time and their talents,
And their creativity and their wisdom. I mean,
and their
this has been
wisdom,
amazing to have these folks.
and so many things.
Yeah.
Without them, we wouldn't be where we are. So I really wanted to take this moment to acknowledge them, to show our appreciation and our thanks.
I mean, every single one of them has just been inspirational to us.
Yeah, they have been.
And helped us to just keep pushing and keep fighting for all of these scholars and for many more scholars to come. So,
for many more to come.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So we're excited to keep it moving.
We are excited to keep it moving. So without further ado, moving through our program, I'd like to take this time to introduce our first award board member who's on the line now, and that's Dr. Keisha Mack.
Hey,
Hello,
Keisha.
everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm so honored to be here and to, speak on behalf of this wonderful organization and the amazing work that the William Franklin Foundation does. So, I joined the board. Well, let me just say who I am. I'm Keisha Mack, as she introduced. I'm a psychologist here in the district, and I have a business, the Mecca Group, here in the district. And I'm also a Bison HU.
You know.
Had to get it in. And so I know Dwight and Shelley from our days at Howard University. And when Shelley came to me with that compelling story and asked me about joining the board, I knew immediately that, I could not say no. What she has done and, the heart and the commitment that she had, it just touched me so much that I wanted to be a part of this organization. And I think I started at the very beginning of the formation of the board. And since that time, I've watched it, watch us grow and support more scholars each year. We come to the table, we figure it out, we argue, fuss, and fight about how many scholarships we're going to provide, because we just want to help everybody who actually needs the help. And we find a way to help so many children. And so I just think this is an amazing organization. And I think we're just starting. I think we will be growing and we will be able to support more and more scholars. And I'm just so excited that we're able to offer scholarships to 21 students this year. And that's just an amazing feat considering the short amount of time that we've been doing this. So we will continue to do everything that we can, because supporting HBCUs right now is more important than anything right now, especially. So thank you for this opportunity to share a little bit about myself and why I joined this board. And I'm just looking forward to continuing the work.
Now, Keisha, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Oh, boy.
You knew you couldn't get away that easy.
You knew I wasn't going to let you go. Now, we have a number of scholars listening right now. We see them on social media. We see Denai, we see Virgil, Indigo. We see a whole bunch of folks out there right now. What advice do you have as a successful business owner, successful woman, especially during this time of COVID, Black Lives Matter, all that good stuff? What advice can you give to our awardees as they go into this upcoming season, particularly from your profession as well?
I think one of the most important things that I would say, considering the time and considering everything that's going on and, and that it's going to be probably going on for a long time, I would highly, highly, highly advise that when you need help, ask for help. When you need help, ask for help. It is okay to not be okay.
Good advice.
It's so okay to not be okay. I consider you to be brave when you are able to, and courageous when you're able to step out and say that I need help. And so I would really, really highly advise that if you need help, if you're not okay, to just ask for help. It's here, and I'm here, we're here, so I think especially to our scholars, we know we're here giving you monetary, support, but we're also here for that emotional support as well. And if you do need help outside of just that financial support, we're here and we'll do our best to try to support you in that way as well.
That's right.
You're right on.
See, he asked you the right question.
Okay, you did.
And what you brought was a good point too. We're not just a scholarship, right, Keisha?
Exactly.
we provide a lot of support throughout the year.
Absolutely.
A lot of programming that you help to care to get done.
Yes. We have programs for the scholars that we're going to be in touch with them, offering webinars and seminars and trainings, and just to opportunities to network. With COVID, we got to get creative on that side too. But opportunities to network and other future potential job opportunities. So we do more than just offer monetary scholarships, which is why I also love this organization, because it's more than just writing a check. We also give our hearts and our time.
We do.
Cool.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you so much.
We have to follow in those big footsteps. So.
Thank you, Keisha.
Thank you very much, Keisha.
So now we'd like to move on to another board member, or another inaugural board member, Mr. J.R. Clark of Squire Patton Boggs in Washington, D.C.
How you doing, JR?
Good seeing my brother, my sister, Shelly and Dwight, and good hearing from Dr. Mack. Beforehand, had some technical difficulties, but I think I figured it out.
All right.
But hey, figured it out. It's the world we live in, so we have to adapt. But I'm really excited to be here today to say congratulations to all the awardees, and I just wanted to share a few words, if that's okay.
Sure.
It's good to, can't see everyone on this. I don't know if they're doing that, but nonetheless, allow me just to share some thoughts I've had. Shelly, I spoke to you about this earlier. It's part of the reason I'm excited about being a part of it. Being excited this time of year, because it gives us an opportunity to pause and recognize scholars, thinkers that will lead our community. I just want to share this, that
JR, we can't hear you.
Pardon me?
We can't hear you. Make sure you're not covering the speaker. You keep breaking in and out.
Am I?
We see you, but it started breaking up a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
Let me know if
that's a lot better.
You're perfect. Stay right where you are.
Yeah.
Stay where I am. I'll stay put. I just want to mention that various sources tell us that during the Middle Passage, our ancestors, those before us, during the Middle Passage, we perhaps lost somewhere around 2 million people during the Middle Passage, 2 million of our ancestors. And throughout the entire experience of slavery, conservative estimates put those about 4 million enslaved Africans that we lost. Those are people who laid the foundation for us. Those are our ancestors. I want to say the names today, because if you say the names of people, you don't lose those people. They stay with us. And the names I want to say are Margaret Gardner. She was an enslaved woman who sacrificed her daughter rather than have her daughter return to slavery. Nat Turner, who led a rebellion of enslaved people in Virginia in 1831. Lena Baker, who was executed in Florida in 1945 for when her employer tried to take advantage of her. I want to mention the names of Fred Hampton and Mark Clark, both were killed at the hands of the government in 1969 in Chicago for trying to stand and speak for the rights of African Americans. I say their names that reflect today on those who came before us because they each had a dream. Also want to touch on and remind us that democracy cannot be assumed. Just yesterday, the President Obama and other presidents, Clinton and Bush, they eulogized the great John Lewis. And John Lewis reminded us that with democracy, it's something that can't be assumed. And with democracy, there's a responsibility for each of us, for each generation, to ensure the democracy, the democracy be secured for those of Africans. And John Lewis also reminded us that knowledge, that which is learned, cannot be taken away, can't be unlearned. Now, education, as we all can appreciate, and John Lewis reminds us, it's a tool for progress. Education is the key to moving our communities forward. Now, each of the awardees, each of the scholars today that we recognize, you possess those tools, you possess the keys to moving our community forward. Now, with those keys, though, you've been given an opportunity, and with that opportunity comes a responsibility. The responsibility is to be that difference that our ancestors prayed for, the difference that speak about the who may have passed, conservative numbers, who died during the Middle Passage, the 4 million who died, perhaps those conservative numbers during slavery. When I mentioned the names of Margaret Garner, I mentioned the names of Fred Hampton, I mentioned the names of Lena Baker, I mentioned Nat Turner. Those are names we know. There's so many others, names that we can't recite because they died without knowing their names, without seeing their faces. With them comes that responsibility. With each of you, you take on that responsibility. And with that, I say to you, good luck. I wish you well. For in each of you, among you, is today's Medgar Evers. The John Lewis is up tomorrow. Medgar Evers up tomorrow. The T.T. Vivian's up tomorrow. The Diane Nashes of tomorrow are amongst you. The realization of the dreams of Margaret Garner, Nat Turner, Lena Baker, of Fred Hampton, of Mark Clark, and so many others. You are the realization. You're the hopes that they had when they sacrificed for all of us. So with that, I say, take that responsibility. I'm happy and excited, each of you. I'm happy and excited to be a part of the Williams Franklin Foundation as we pause today to recognize each of you. And I'm excited about our future. I really am. So those are my comments I want to share with you here this evening.
JR, you about to take us to church, brother. Thank you so much.
That's to do it, man. So
thank you so much.
The message to freedom was buried in our spirituals, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's how we the escape plan was hatched through those spirituals. That's what we always had to be cognizant of. Yes.
This is true.
On the shoulders of our ancestors, we move forward.
Yep.
And John Lewis, as you eloquently said, right on time. So thank you very much for breaking it down for all of us. All right.
You two had the vision. Thank you too for getting this ball rolling. Really
cool. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a little bit about some of these fabulous folks that you're going to see here. And it's going to be pretty exciting because now get this straight here. All right. And we're going to talk about some of the data analytics that we have, and so that you can see some of the amazing things that we are seeing with our scholars. Okay. The first thing is number one is that, as you know, we have 21 WFF scholars, 16 of whom are females and 5 are males. I do believe this is the most number of males that we've had, ironically, in one group.
This is.
And great year. And with an average GPA of 3.74. 3.74. We have some highly intelligent young people. When we went through the whole process of the evaluation process, we were all amazed at the future, because it's a rough time right now in our society. But when we talk to these kids and we get to see them, it is amazing, and the future is bright. That's all I can tell you. They range from 7 different HBCUs: Dillard, Florida A&M, Hampton, Howard, North Carolina A&T, Tuskegee, and Xavier universities. 7 different HBCUs. So we are really excited about that. And next up, we have majors. Let me see here. All right. Can you all see my screen? Let me see. All right. Let me jump out of this. All right. We're trying to figure this out as we move along here. I heard you couldn't see the screen, so I'll just talk it through. There are a lot of majors that we have as well. They range from engineering to biomedical sciences, pre-med, communications, political science, veterinary science services, and poultry services. You name it. We've got actors and musicians, nurses, and you name it. So we are extremely excited about this group of 21. We got to come up with a name for them. The Fabulous 21 or something. But they are tremendous, and so you'll get a chance to see some of them. But we wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for the fabulous donors that we have. Those of you who are out there, yes. and those that we have getting ready to speak, I just want to say thank you to every single one of you, because without your support, there's no way possible that we will be able to do what we're doing.
Yep. Okay? Definitely. Thank you.
So thank you very much. Next up is we're going to have Ayo Atterbury from the Annie E. Casey Foundation. Ayo.
Hey everyone. Good evening. I'm so sad I can't see everybody's beautiful face. But my name is Ayo Adbury with the Annie E. Casey Foundation. So the foundation's mission is to ensure a brighter future for all children. And we are honored to partner with the Williams Franklin Foundation. And to Williams Franklin's Foundation leadership, Shelley and Dwight, the WFF board and volunteers, we are grateful for your leadership. We are grateful for your programming as well. To the WFF scholars, there is a lot going on right now, politically, socially, economically, and emotionally. And Dr. Mack spoke about this a little bit earlier, with everything from police brutality to dealing with the fallout of a horribly managed pandemic. There's a cost, and it's not business as usual. And a colleague shared that in one Chinese dialect that a symbol for crisis is the same as opportunity. So in the crisis end, I want to remind you that you are not going to class or working remotely. You are at home during a crisis trying to take classes or work remotely. Take the time you need to get self-care and connect with your professors, trusted adults, as you see necessary to help maintain your mental health. Because the data is showing that 25% of college students are reporting increased anxiety as a result of the pandemic, and 83% of college students are reporting that the pandemic is making existing mental health issues worse. But on opportunity side, seize the moment to define your level of activism. We can all contribute. We are dependent, us the older folks, are dependent on you all to help lead the way. And be innovative, take risks, be unapologetic, and go for your goals. And so this week, we lay to rest an icon, Congressman John Lewis, who devoted his life to advancing human rights. So I'll leave you with a quote from him. He said, when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have to speak up. You have to say something, you have to do something. So with that, I'll end and tell you all to stay healthy and be safe.
Cool. Thank you so much, Ayo. And you have just been a blessing to us, and we just can't thank you enough for all your support and your guidance.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
And I'm so, as Dr. Mack said, I love the fact that not only do you provide the economic support to our young people, but you provide the mentorship to help them move further. So it was one piece of getting them through college and getting them to their next step in their career. And that's what our young folks need. So I'm so happy to partner with you guys because you're doing great work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good. All right. So next up, we have the fabulous duo, and Latoya Brown from Graham Technologies. And
hello.
You guys are just tremendous. I'm hearing some feedback, I think, but you guys have been tremendous, and as well, and you guys have been supporters for us for a number of years now, and helping these kids. And we've had some phenomenal conversations regarding the importance of this effort of trying to make sure that these HBCU students progress. So thank you so much. Just like Aya, you guys have been tremendous.
Thank you.
Make us keep going. So thank you.
We're inspired by you guys.
Yes, and we've been partners with the Williams Franklin Foundation for 3 years, I think since 2017. And first, we would like to thank Dwight and Shelley for creating such an amazing organization. We really, we donate to several nonprofits every year, and we can honestly say that WFF is our favorite. And I say that because we believe in the mission, which is to invest in the education of our young brothers and sisters, which are attending HBCUs. We have, in addition to providing sponsorships, like Dwight said, it's not all about financial. We will continue to be a partner with WFF and offer mentorships, as well as paid internships to their awardees. And lastly, I would like to congratulate all of the awardees. I was able to read all of the profiles of the 21 recipients, and I was very impressed. Job well done.
Cool.
And Will and I, we are so blessed to be able to give back to our future thought leaders. Just as others have paved the way for many of us to be successful, and hearing your story, Shelley, we really just think it's our moral responsibility to pay it forward. And so we take pride in being a part of the village. and knowing that our contributions provide opportunities for our youth to attain the best education and the experience at an HBCU. And small or large, every donation makes a difference. Mentorship, spending time, having that 5-minute conversation with the students, it all has an impact. And so, more important now than ever, it's so important that we support our youth and, their future endeavors. And so I encourage those of you who are watching right now to do the same. Shelly and Dwight are just phenomenal. And William and I fell in love with them the first time we met them. Shelly is my 12-day sister and my soror. And so we just fully support your vision. We will continue to be committed to you all. And we're honored to be a participant in the ceremony today. And, to the 21 Savage, with the 21 Savage recipients, congratulations.
I'm at to take that from you right there. 21 Savage. I like
that. You all have earned this. You've worked hard, and we wish you much success in the upcoming school year. So congratulations.
Yes, and I encourage anyone listening that have additional money that they would like to donate, please consider Williams Franklin Foundation.
Absolutely.
Great organization to support, and really, really good people.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
You guys rock. I don't know what to say to these stuff. Thank you.
This is a paycheck.
Oh. Oh man.
You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much.
Cool. Well, one thing I want to talk about too is we have a selection committee as well that has been tremendous at helping us move forward and get the applications reviewed. One thing I didn't mention, and I want to say this, is we had 83 applicants for this year's scholarships, and our scholarship process begins in the spring,
right.
Usually in March. And applicants go online, they can get the applications and they fill them out and get a bunch of paperwork and they submit it in. But we have a selection committee who goes through every single piece of paper, every single word on all of the documents. And they go through and they do the first cut of reviewing everything. And I want to give a big shout out to the Fabulous 12 because that so they're coming up with names like the 21 Savage, which I really like, Latoya. We want to give the Fabulous 12. Yeah, so I want to start by thanking Amy Latimer Zayas, Anthony Moore, Crystal Florney, Demetria Stewart, Gil Winters, Joy Wiley, Kamal Harris, Meady Barnelli, Melinda Holiday McDonald, Natasha Watkins, Tasha Little, and Wanda Dorsey Jenkins, who's the chair of the selection committee.
Our fabulous chair.
So I want to give all of you a big thank you very, very much. Like we said,
job.
Yep, great job.
Every year.
And we can't do this alone. And I hope everybody sees that it's a village that comes together.
That's right.
And so we're very proud of that.
Right. And more people just giving of their time and their talents because they believe in this mission and they believe in our future. And so this is their way of contributing. So thank you all so much.
So much.
Yeah.
So now we're going to jump into the awardees.
Yay.
The Savage 21.
That's right. The unveiling. The unveiling of our Savage 21.
The unveiling. Now I'm going to try to share my screen and I hope that you all can see it. I'm going to try to do that right now. And if we have some trouble with that, then we'll just figure it out. All right. Let's see. Hopefully you all can see this. So this is our selection committee. Looks like it's working good. So this is our selection committee, and there we go. All right. So it looks like we're in good shape. All right. First up,
we have a very special award actually that we just instituted last year. And this award is given to the student, the student who ranks the highest in the application process. Because of my experience of going through school and my tremendous mentor in the late Honorable Louis Stokes, we decided in honor of him that we would put together a scholarship in his name. And with the approval and support of his family, we were able to name this scholarship the Honorable Louis Stokes HBCU Scholarship. And again, this goes to the student that ranks the highest. And in addition to just getting $2,000, he actually receives $3,000. And I'm so thankful that I believe we have some of the Stokes family that are tuning in right now and joining us right now. We really appreciate you being here so that you can hear who is the recipient of this great scholarship in your father's honor. And his name is Derek Webb of Dillard University. He is a biology major, and he's in the class of 2023.
Congratulations, Derek.
Congratulations, Derek.
And the first awardee from Dillard University. So we're super excited about that.
Super excited.
And Derek told us shortly before we got started that he's going to try to make sure that he's not the last.
That's right. We're counting on you, Dillard. We're counting on you, Derek.
All right. Oops, excuse me. We're backing up. Oops, pardon me. That's my fault. All right.
And our next awardee is Cameron Key of Howard University. He is a supply chain management major, class of 2022.
Congratulations, Cameron.
Congratulations. And next we have Brittany Davis, Howard University, majoring in acting, class of 2021. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brittany. You have the exact same name as my cousin. So you're really good.
And next we have Kristen Carr, who's actually a returning scholarship recipient with the foundation. She attends North Carolina A&T State University, majoring in nursing, class of 2022.
All right, and then next up we have Latin Jordan from Howard University. He's a political science major in class of 2022. And as you can see, he looks like he's ready to get it going. So. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And next up is Danae Thomas from Howard University, and she is a clinical laboratory science major, also from the class of 2022. Congratulations, Danae.
Congratulations.
I just want to say this is really kind of different because we would like to be shaking hands and hugging you all. But we're doing it virtually as we normally would do.
Right.
But hopefully you feel the virtual love from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Abriana Kenyon from Howard University, marketing major and class of 2023. Congratulations, Abriana.
Congratulations.
And then Indigo Passarello from Howard University, jazz, class of 2021. And she is a supreme talent, you all. So hopefully you all will get to hear and see
some of her creativity. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and next we have Janiyah Brooks, Howard University, biology major, class of 2023. Congratulations. Next we have Janai Frenette, and she's actually a third-year returning scholarship recipient from Howard University, nursing major, class of 2021. Hey, Janai. Glad to have you back. Congratulations again.
All right, Christina Casanova from Howard University, biology major and class of 2021. Get it done, Christina. We're looking forward to meeting you.
Definitely.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Kelsey Johnson from Howard University, strategic legal and management communications major, who is also a returning awardee as well.
Yes, she is.
And thank you for coming back and getting it done, Kelsey. We look forward to seeing you again. Class of 2022.
Congratulations, Kelsey.
And then we have Maya Solomon, who you will be hearing from shortly.
That's right.
From Florida A&M. She's a Rattler, y'all, from down in Tallahassee. Sociology major in a class of 2023. Congratulations, Maya.
Congratulations, Maya. Looking forward to getting to know you. Next, we have Natralzia Floyd, of Xavier University, biology and biomedical engineering major, class of 2021. And she's also a returning awardee. Happy to have you back, Nacharzia. Congratulations again.
And I got to do a shameless plug for our sisters in engineering. Keep it going, young lady. Keep it going. Stick in that engineering. Stick it out.
That's
Make it
right.
happen.
Make it happen. She will, no doubt. Next, we have Serena McMillan from Howard University, psychology major, class of 2021. Congratulations.
And Serena, if you didn't hear Dr. Keisha Mack, I hope you did. Please reach out because you got a lot in common.
And a lot of support.
A lot of support.
Yes.
Congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Virgil Parker, who we've known for a while. Virgil is an amazing young man from Howard University, journalism major, class of 2021. Virgil, you are going to have a tremendous story to tell on your own. Keep up the good work, keep fighting, and keep moving along. You're doing great.
Great job, Virgil. Congratulations. Janae Austin. She's also a returning scholarship awardee from Hampton University, political science major. Yay, that was my major. Class of 2021. You rock, Janae.
Congratulations, Janae.
The future is yours.
And Gabriella Fortune from Howard University, biology major, class of 2021. We really look forward to getting to know you, Gabriella. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So proud of you. STEM major. Awesome.
Erica Annabelle Clark from Howard University as well, political science and criminology major. So we might see her on some of those criminal shows doing some things.
No, in the courtroom.
In the courtroom
That's
doing
right.
it. That's
That's
it.
right.
That's exactly right. Class of 2023. Congratulations, Erica.
Congratulations. Look forward to getting to know you.
And then Zuri Godfrey. He is a third-year awardee representing Howard University, football bison, business management, class of 2021. Zuri, so proud of you. Keep it going. This young man has a supreme future ahead of him. He was gotten internship offers from the likes of Google and Microsoft and others, and he's been doing his thing. So really proud of you, Zuri.
That's
Keep
right.
up the great work.
Great job, Zuri. And he's a budding business owner too. So
That's
awesome.
right. That's right.
And next we have Lakaya Durham from Tuskegee University, animal, poultry, and veterinarian services major, class of 2023. Congratulations, Lakaya. We look forward to getting to know you.
Woohoo! And she is the very first Tuskegee awardee
That's right.
of the WFF scholarship as well. So we have Dillard and Tuskegee.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
cool.
this is awesome.
Mhm.
So congratulations, Lakia. We really look forward to getting to know you as well. All right. So now,
So you've met our 21 fabulous awardees, as we affectionately refer to as our WFF scholars. I'd like for everyone in your own space to give them a collective
round of applause.
round of applause for them all, for all the great work that they've done up until this point and all that we look forward to them doing in the future. We're so very proud of you. You're doing great work. Keep it up. Good
Keep it
job.
up. And next up, we have, I'm going to put you right here. We put you on. So, Derek, we are really looking forward to getting to know you. You got the highest score out of 83 applicants. Really proud of you. You got the Lewis Stokes Scholarship. You're representing Dillard. You got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
You told us beforehand you're going to make sure Dillard is in the house. So,
And representing Alabama.
and representing Alabama. We got a lot of family from Alabama. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're up to.
Well, you already said I'm from Dillard University. I'm a second-year biology pre-med major with a minor in chemistry, and I hail from the historic Montgomery, Alabama. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much to the Williams Franklin Foundation, the Stokes Family Selection Committee. I am overwhelmed with gratitude and joy. Like, when I found out that I was the Lewis Stokes HBCU recipient, I could not stop smiling the entire day. So now, you see me smiling. But I just want to say that this is tremendously a blessing for me and my family, because a lot of people don't realize that being a college student, getting access to education is sometimes can be troublesome. So you have to go outside of your school to find resources to help you fund your education. And I just want to say thank you to the Williams Franklin Foundation for investing in my education. And I just tell everyone that your investment is not just for me, but my goal is to become a board certified pediatrician and move back to my hometown and serve the community that instilled into me. So your investment is for the people that I'm going to help in my community. So thank you guys so much. And I am so overwhelmed with joy, as I said before. Thank you.
We are super proud of you.
Thank
Super proud
you.
of you. And keep it going. You're breaking the stereotypes. And you
Yes,
keep
sir.
doing
Thank
what you're
you.
doing. And in this
Thank
age of
you.
Black Lives Matter, my brother, you keep
Yes, sir.
on keeping on, all
You
right?
keep on keeping on.
All
And I
right.
just want to say,
Yes, sir.
you nailed our motto. You nailed it, which is invest, educate, and impact.
Mhm.
And that's
Thank you so
exactly,
much.
you are so welcome. And we just look forward to all the great things you'll do in the future. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is Maya Solomon. Let me get her on here. Excuse me, guys.
Hi, how
Hi.
are you guys?
Hi, Maya. Maya,
Hi.
I told Maya earlier that you're from Florida A&M. I play football at Howard University, and
Oh
Florida
boy,
A&M and Howard, we didn't get along too well on the football field.
I bet you guys didn't. Well, I have a baby sister who's a Bison now, so it's going to be an in-home rivalry, I guess. But I just want to thank you guys so much for the scholarship. It means so much to me. I'm part of a program called Midnight Golf. Oh, first, let me introduce myself. Greetings, I am Maya Solomon, a second-year sociology pre-law scholar at the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Go Rattlers. And I have plans to become a civil rights attorney in the future. So all these things about Black Lives Matter and, really ending the era of mass incarceration, that's what I'm about. And I'm about dismantling this systematic oppression that we see happening in front of us today. So I first want to thank you guys so much for the scholarship. It means so much to me. Being from Detroit, I'm in a program called Midnight Golf. And I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's a nonprofit that helps students. We have mentors that teach us, how to connect with people, financial services, all of that. So I just want to thank you guys again. I applied for this scholarship because my goal is to graduate debt-free from an institution that has given me some of the most amazing moments of my life. I've had teachers become mentors, friends become family, and situations become powerful lessons that I've learned. And I also want to start my own scholarship fund when I'm older to give someone else, the opportunity to attend school for free. And I plan to graduate debt free. And also, I want to shout out the social sciences. I know we don't get a lot of credit, but there are a lot of powerful lawyers and attorneys. Even you guys, political science, sociology, it's all one and the same. So I want to thank you again.
Cool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank
You're
you
awesome.
so much. Thank you so much. And I love to hear that one day you hope to start your own scholarship, because
Yes.
what I believe, based on my personal experience, is that it's important that we pull people up from behind. We hold them up and then we thrust them forward.
Exactly.
That's what we need to do as a community and as a people. So I'm so happy and proud that you already have that mindset. So I look forward to all that you'll be doing in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next up is Kelsey Johnson. Hi, Kelsey. Oh, we can't hear you. Got your mute on.
Can you
There
guys
you
hear
go.
me now?
Yep, we can hear you good. We can hear you
Yes.
good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good,
Doing
good,
great.
good. This is your second or third?
Second.
Second?
year.
Perfect.
Second year.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect, perfect. So good to see you.
So happy to see you.
So first, I definitely want to say hello. I'm Kelsey Johnson. I'm a rising junior majoring in legal communications at Howard University, and I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona. And long term, I want to be a political analyst and focus on increasing Black engagement in politics and government. So that's a little bit about myself. And I first want to give my sincerest thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Franklin, the board of directors, and the generous donors to the Williams Franklin Foundation. I am so grateful to be a recipient of this scholarship for a second year. And what I can say is that what I've received from WFF is so much more than just financial support. I know Dr. Mack and Ms. Atterbury touched on this earlier, but the Williams Franklin Foundation really cares about the recipients and gives them, you know, career advice, life advice, connections. I've been able to network with people I never would have thought I could. And, you know, the board is made up of a lot of attorneys, and I too want to be, you know, go that route, go to law school and everything. And so I've been very fortunate to have all of these great people in my corner. And so I'm very grateful for that as well. And yeah, you guys' support has just been really instrumental for me.
Cool. You have kept us going, just so you know.
That's right. And you've been a shining star the whole way, and we're so happy that you are back as an awardee again, and not just as an awardee. Now you're my soror, so I'm really happy about that.
let me hear you do the ski week.
No. But we're so happy to have you back, and you know, making an investment in you is a sure thing. And that's why we were willing to do it again. And we'll do it over and over again until you're done. So we're so happy to have you. Look forward to all that you'll do in the future. And just remember, this is a lifetime relationship that we're establishing with you and all the other 20 awardees and all the awardees before you. It doesn't end here. This is just the beginning.
Cool. Okay, congratulations again. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Well, that about sums up our program. You all got a chance to hear from 3 of the Savage 21. Thank you, Latoya Graham.
Thank you, Latoya.
and you know, again, to all of our donors and our sponsors and our supporters, we can't do any of this without you all. So thank you all very much. As you all can see and hear, our future is bright. We have some of the most talented people on the planet right here in our scholarship, and I just can't say enough about how much it means to be a part of this with you, baby.
Yep.
And you know, you brought us through this, and I sat back and watched her at the latter part of her journey at Howard, and it was just totally amazing.
I appreciate it.
So that's all I'm gonna say before I start tearing up over here. But I'm just excited to see where we are, where we're growing this thing.
Yeah.
And for all of you all. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, and just to highlight the excellence that comes out of HBCUs, because again, so often we don't hear those stories. And so part of what we do at the foundation, in addition to all the other wonderful things that you've heard, our mission is really also to just uplift and let the world know all the excellence that comes out of HBCUs, and also to cultivate an environment of giving. Because without supporters, without donors that give in their time, their talents, and opening up their wallets, we won't survive as a community. We won't survive as an HBCU family. And so we implore upon you that hopefully something in this program resonated with you. Maybe you saw yourself in some of the faces of some of these students, or maybe you know someone just like them. But as it was mentioned earlier, every little bit counts. And if all of us do a little bit, then none of us have to do a lot. So we encourage you to stay tuned, to stay engaged with the Williams Franklin Foundation. We thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful and safe evening. Good night.
Bye, everybody.